I don't know. I just picked one of the B-rolls that I had, and I thought that one would be good. I got one of The Office too. That looks pretty cool. This is what we got. Ready? I can't stay. That's our cool office.
Wow, fancy.
As you know.
Well, I haven't been there in quite a while, so I need to get my butt over there.
Well, we don't need to be, and that's what we're here to talk about today. Really, is that we are happy. Couldn't be happier to be at one of the very first cloud-based brokerages. And you have had a hell of a year since you've been here, and that's why I think we both kind of were like, we need to get this message out. Yeah. So, as a newer agent, only less than a year selling real estate before you came to EXP Realty, now you are at 7 agents on your team. Mm-hmm. That is very, very, very exciting and an accomplishment that you should be extremely proud of. So Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
But I wanted to talk about kind of what you have liked and didn't like about EXP and how it's changed your business. So let's start off with the good, bad, and the ugly. Let's start off with the bad and the ugly. When you first heard about EXP, what did you not like about it? Or what were your first initial thoughts and opinions when you first got exposed to the model?
I guess I would say like the biggest thing that I didn't love was just maybe I don't want to say reputation, but maybe the reputation that EXP has or has had in the past of, where everybody just is instantly like, well, I'm not into recruiting, so I don't want to go to EXP. I'm not into recruiting. And so a part of me, although I'm not necessarily against recruiting, I've done it in my past, in retail management. I did a lot of recruiting in my years. And so I'm very good at picking out good people and knowing who I want to work with. But I think that really kind of turned me off a little bit, just knowing that was the reputation the company had, because I want to align myself with a company that I have faith in and that feels like family. So I think that was one of my hesitations in the beginning. Now, I don't feel like that's the case with us, although your dad, he just called me out of the blue. I didn't know him at all. So I guess in a way, I got recruited, and lucky Pierre that he recruited me. But lucky me that I got recruited, if we're using that term.
I think the cool thing is that it's not really recruiting. It's more so like, we're so excited about what it's done for us. Yeah. Going from where a lot of agents have been in their business before to, 0-person team you had before, and now you have 7 agents in your group. Mm-hmm. That's something to be, excited about. So when you're excited and you feel like your life has changed, how could you not share that with people that you like, like and care about, right? Yeah. And that's all that I think anybody's done. But speak of recruiting, I don't think, because based on the conversations that I've had with you, it doesn't sound like you've done a lot of recruiting. It sounds like more so an attraction standpoint.
Yeah. And so that's my next point was that, I have not been recruiting. I've made a lot of friends in the industry since I started, which hasn't been very long. And I think a lot of people that have trusted working alongside of me or with me have come to me and asked for information, and they know I'm going to just tell them the truth. And I'll for sure let them know when I have a pain point. If it comes up, I would be more than happy to share that with people as well. But really when people talk to me about it, they can see that it's changed my life. And it really has, like little things like for the month of December leading up to Christmas, my car payment and my phone bill and my hydro bill and I don't know, I could name a few, are paid for. And I didn't.
From passive income.
Yeah, exactly. And those are big deals. Like I remember, especially being a single mom, I remember Christmases and years that would pass that I would just be worried, how am I going to put gifts under the tree? Never mind pay my mortgage, never mind my car payment and all of those things. And to be in that same situation this year, but I don't have those worries or concerns. with passive income paying for some of that stuff, and I don't have to even think about it. And all I've done is be myself. People have been attracted to what I'm doing. They want to know more about it. They approach me about it. I answer questions truthfully. And I mean, it's that same saying that you're going to keep hearing everybody with EXP say: once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yep.
And it's very real, and it's happening all around you. And I only hope for other agents to eventually experience what we're experiencing. It's amazing.
100%. It's moving. And how could you not be excited about a company that is paying your car payment for you, right?
For sure.
We're very much in a, like, we say that we own businesses, but as salespeople, we are very much involved, 100% involved in producing our income. So, active income is the only income we have. The fact that we now, have some passive income to carry the bills or do whatever with is super, super exciting. So, what did you have any, before you came to EXP, was there any pain points that you really struggled with, or any kind of difficulties where you were at before?
I wouldn't even call it difficulties, but what I did notice right off the bat, like my first maybe week or two with being in real estate, was just a lack of collaboration amongst agents. And I feel bad saying that, because there are a few that aren't with EXP that collaborate very well and that I enjoy working with 100%. But I just feel like sometimes there's a bit of that cutthroat atmosphere where you don't work together to achieve goals. And one of the things that was lost in my first year, almost year, I started here 11 months after I got my license. And one of the things that, oh, did I lose you? Hang on.
I'm here.
Okay.
You got me?
Yeah, my phone's ringing, so it kicks me out of the call.
Okay, no worries.
So one of the things that I really noticed was, I felt very alone in my first, few months in real estate. And I've said that before on other calls, so this isn't a shock to anyone. I just didn't have, I didn't have someone taking me under their wing, so to speak. And so I think collaboration is definitely something that lacked in my first year. And since being with EXP, and obviously one step further with Nadeau, I feel like I'm part of not even a team anymore, just a family of
Yeah.
people that really care about each other. And even the EXP agents that are not part of Nadeau team they have your back all the time. Like, you get a phone call like, hey, you're in Napanee, could you throw a sold sign on my sign? I'm like, yeah, of course. I walk down, put it on, send them pictures. These are people that, are technically your competitors, and we all just respect each other and want the best for each other. And I think, the collaboration that I find at EXP is just, it's incredible. And it's exactly what I was looking for. I'm a
Right.
team player, so I like that atmosphere.
And like we've been saying, one team, one dream, because
Yeah.
the EXP figured out a way. They just figured it out. They unlocked the code to align
Mhm.
everybody at the company when we're all owners at the company. Because forget about, yes, we do have our like group in Kingston, but our group is so much more than the Nadeau real estate group, in my opinion. Like, I don't feel like anybody that's with EXP that's in Kingston or even past to Toronto or wherever the surrounding areas, I don't feel like they're any less on my team or in my group than the Nadeau real estate group is.
Mhm.
We're all in this together as owners. And yeah, exactly. Like, I didn't really get that flip side of the coin of working at a brokerage where I was by myself. But now that I've had this level of collaboration, I mean, look at the people that are around us. You are a result of the people you surround yourself with, right?
Yeah.
And the EXP just figured out a way to recruit all the, because we're using that word to recruit and I guess attract the rock stars in the industry. So,
Well, and speaking of that, the really cool thing that I'm loving most about EXP is, an agent that reached out to me asking about EXP, who's from Peterborough, happens to be now one of my my closest friends. He did join EXP, and I speak to him on a regular basis. When days go by and he hasn't heard from me or hasn't seen me post anything or do anything, he's like, "Hey, like you still alive? What you doing?" He really pumps me up. I do the same. I send clients to him. We refer to each other. He's brought on a couple agents into our team as well. And it's just really cool. Like, he's in a completely different city. I didn't know him. I really didn't work with him. It was just very random that he reached out to me. So those kind of things, I think you don't find that in a regular everyday brokerage. This is what's setting us so far apart from everyone
100%.
else. Yeah.
100%. They just, I mean, it's just a better way, right? Like they've got more to offer. And the reason that people are reaching out to you that you don't even know is because you have the EXP model. The model's been figured out. And there's a lot more to offer, right? Like I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more with the level of collaboration. That's my favorite thing. I didn't realize how big of an influence it was going to have on my business. When I first came over, I didn't think about a lot of the stuff, like the stocks didn't resonate with me, which has been great. The revenue share definitely didn't resonate with me. I'm sure it didn't really register with you either, because we're still new in the business. We just want to sell more houses, right? And the leads and the training and stuff, that was what was exciting to me. But I didn't realize what level of training I was going to get from the people that I'm collaborating with, right?
For sure. Yeah.
It's exactly that. You can bounce ideas off each other. Hey, I've been doing this. I've been doing this. This is what's working. This isn't what's working. It's just a faster way to figure out, to get to your goals without making those mistakes on your own, right? You can learn from other people, which has been great. So if you do you have any advice for anybody out there who might feel that way? If somebody is at a brokerage right now where they feel like they are alone and they are not getting any kind of support or training and the doors are closed, do you have any advice for them?
I do. And I gave the advice yesterday to a fellow agent. And it is exactly this. And it was given to me by your dad, which is, he said a couple things, one of which, when I started doing that, well, I'm a loyal person and I don't want to leave the brokerage I'm with. I'm not unhappy there and I just want to be loyal and love. He said to me, that's great. Loyalty is amazing, but loyalty to your family is where it should be. Be loyal to yourself and be loyal to your family. What is the best business decision you can make for you and your family? And when he said that to me, I was like, wow, he's so right. Why am I so worried about being loyal to anyone other than myself and my children? And so that was a real eye opener. And I would say to everybody, think about it for a minute. When you hear us talking about it, the reason we're talking about it is because we're excited and we want to share with people. And if what's holding you back is your loyalty to the people you're working with, I feel like maybe you have your loyalty in the wrong spot. Be loyal to yourself and your family and make decisions that are good for you and your family. And in my opinion, it's coming to EXP for most cases. Some people it won't work for.
Absolutely. I do agree.
Yeah. We learn very quickly if it works for us or if it doesn't. And that's okay if it doesn't. If it's not for you, it's not for you. 100%. But in my opinion, I think it will work for so many that just need to kind of rip off the Band-Aid and make the decision, but make it for yourself.
Yeah. I think the important thing is making an informed decision too. Like do the research, just have an open mind. It doesn't hurt to have a conversation with one of us about what this brokerage has to offer you. If you're interested in passive income, if you're interested in helping, put a couple extra Christmas presents under the tree for your kids,
right?
This might be the right model for you. And you owe it to you put it so well. You put it so well. You owe it to yourself and your family to at least look at the model and make the decision whether it's right or not for you.
Yeah.
If it's not right for you, then that's fine. We'll do business as usual, but at least you can say you looked at it and ruled it out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. On that note, let's finish with one more thing. If you had a message to yourself when you first looked at EXP Realty, If you had any advice for yourself when you first looked at the model, what would it be?
If I had advice for myself, well, in my case, I made the decision pretty quickly. I didn't sit on it
Yes, you did.
very, very long. And I'll be honest with you, my advice to myself was good job.
That's true. You actually were one of the, I was the same way. I find a lot more people a lot of people that we've had conversations with are very analytical, which is totally fine. But when I looked at it, I just thought, man, it just figured it's just better. It's just better. I looked across the room at my dad who owned his own brokerage, and I just said, these guys are going to swallow you whole. And if you can't beat them, might as well join them. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's like, I'm pretty happy with the decision that I made and the timeline that I did make it in, because boy, has my life changed since. And, is it because of EXP? I don't know. But is it because I felt at home doing what I love doing? Maybe. Maybe I just felt like I had the support I needed to get out there and really, work hard, and where I knew that if I didn't have an answer, I could easily get help. So I don't know I don't know where we can put my success, like where we add it, what bucket, what hat. I don't know. I just know that things have been amazing since I've been with EXP. And I told someone yesterday, I'll never leave here. There would be no reason, as long as my car payment's getting paid for, I'm not going anywhere.
It's it's harder to leave when your expenses are handled from passive income. It's a lot harder to leave. But I'll say this too. If there is a better model, I am always open-minded to looking at it. And I'm not saying that we know it all, but as far as the research that I've done, and I'm sure you feel the same way, as far as what we've seen, this is the best thing that I've seen out there. So thank you for coming on. I know that you have a couple offers to deal with right now, so I will let you get going to deal with that.
Thank you.
Thank you for this and sharing your message. And I guess the one big takeaway is look after your family first.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Talk soon.